There's a ghost that haunts every single human being on this planet. It is not a ghost of the dead. It is a ghost of the living. It is the ghost of the life you did not choose. We all carry this phantom with us. It appears late at night, when the house is quiet and the distractions of the modern world fade away. It whispers to you. It asks, what if you had taken that job in the other city? What if you had invested in that company 10 years ago? What if you had kissed that person instead of walking away? What if you were brave? You look at your current reality, the debt, the loneliness, the repetitive routine, and you feel a deep, aching sense of loss. You look at successful people, the ones living your dream life, and you tell yourself that they are lucky and you are simply unlucky. You tell yourself that your opportunity has passed. You tell yourself that the train has left the station and you are stranded on the platform of mediocrity forever. But I am here to tell you that this feeling of regret is based on a lie, a biological and physical illusion. What if I told you that the missed opportunity is not lost? What if I told you that the version of you who took that risk, the version of you who is already a millionaire, the version of you who is deeply in love and physically peak condition, is not a fantasy? What if I told you that version of you is alive, breathing, and existing right now at this exact second? This is not a motivational speech. This is not wishful thinking. This is quantum physics. And today, we are going to learn how to jump into that reality. To understand how this works, we must leave behind Newtonian understanding of the world, the old idea that reality is solid, fixed, and linear. We must enter the world of quantum mechanics, specifically the concept known as the many worlds interpretation. In 1957, physicist Hugh Everett proposed a theory that shook the foundations of science. He suggested that we do not live in a single universe, but in a multiverse. According to this theory, every time a quantum event has multiple possible outcomes, all of them happen. Think of your life as a tree. Every decision you make is a branch. When you chose to watch this video, you branched off into a new reality. But in another branch, you scrolled past it. In another branch, you're not even on YouTube. You are reading a book. In another branch, you never bought this computer. Most people think of these other branches as imaginary, but the math of quantum mechanics suggests they are just as real as the chair you are sitting on. They are parallel realities, vibrating at a slightly different frequency, occurring simultaneously in the same space. Right now, in this very room, there are radio waves for pop music, classical music, jazz, and news broadcasts. They are all filling the air around you at the same time. They occupy the same space, but you can only hear one. Why? Because your radio is tuned only one specific frequency. Does the jazz music cease to exist just because you are listening to the news? No, it is still there, broadcasting loudly. You are simply not compatible with it. You are blind to it. Your life works exactly the same way. The reality where you are struggling, anxious, and broke is just one radio station. The reality where you are confident, wealthy, and powerful is broadcasting right next to it. You don't need to create that life. You don't need to build it from scratch with blood, sweat, and tears. It is already finished. It is already broadcasting. You just have the wrong frequency dialed in. So the question is not, how do I achieve success? The question is, how do I tune into the reality where success is already my natural state? To answer this, we must look at the observer effect. In quantum experiments, subatomic particles exist as a wave of infinite possibilities. They are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. But the moment an observer looks at them, they collapse into a single position. They become a particle. They become reality. You are the observer of your life. Every morning when you wake up, you observe your bank account. You observe your job. You observe your problems. By focusing your attention on them, by emotionally reacting to them, you're collapsing the wave function of your life into the same old pattern. You are recreating the same struggle day after day by observing it into existence. You wake up, you feel the anxiety of the past, and you say, "This is who I am." No, that is who you were. But by feeling it now, you are dragging the dead past into the living present. You are hypnotizing yourself to stay on the struggle station. Most people try to change their lives by changing the external world. They work harder. They apply for more jobs. They chase people. They are trying to change a reflection in the mirror by yelling at the mirror. It never works. If you want to change a reflection, you must change the face in front of it. You must change your internal frequency. This brings us to the concept of quantum jumping. To jump to the timeline where you are already successful, you must understand one fundamental law of the universe. You do not get what you want. You get what you are. Wanting is a frequency of lacking. When you say, "I want to be rich," you are broadcasting a signal to the universe that says, "I am currently poor." And the universe, being a perfect mirror, reflects more poverty back to you. To shift realities, you must trick the universe. You must vibrate with the energy of the person who already has it. How does a version of you who is already wealthy feel right now? Are they anxious about rent? No, they feel secure. They feel generous. They feel relaxed. How does the version of you who is in a happy relationship feel? Are they checking their phone every 2 minutes in panic? No, they feel loved. They feel chosen. This is a secret key that the ancients called faith, and that science calls resonance. You must practice the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must occupy the state of that parallel self. Here is a protocol for the quantum jump. This is how you tune the radio. First, you must disconnect from your current reality. You need to stop observing the problem. Stop talking about your bad luck. Stop complaining about your debt to your friends. Stop replaying the memories of your failures. Every time you talk about your problems, you are anchoring yourself to this timeline. You are feeding the old frequency. You must become a ghost to your old life. Second, you must enter the void. This is best done before sleep, in the theta state we discussed in previous videos. When the body is asleep, but the mind is awake, you are no longer John or Jane who lives in a small apartment. You are pure consciousness. You are unattached to any reality. This is the space between the radio stations. Third, and most importantly, you must select the new channel. In your imagination, you must step into the body of your parallel self. Do not watch them on a screen like a movie. Be them. Look through their eyes. If your parallel self is driving a luxury car, feel the leather of the steering wheel under your hands. Smell the new car scent. If your parallel self is physically healthy, feel the strength in your muscles, the lightness in your breath. It is not enough to see it. You must feel it. The language of the universe is not English or math. It is emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. It is the dial on the radio. When you can feel the gratitude, the relief, and the joy of that new reality before it happens in the 3D world, you have made the jump. You have collapsed the wave function. You have signaled to the quantum field that this is now your reality. And here's what will happen next. This is the spooky part. The bridge of incidents will appear. You might get a random phone call. You might get fired from your job. Do not panic. This is a universe clearing the path for the new job. You might meet a stranger in a coffee shop. Coincidences will start to happen that seem mathematically impossible. People will call it luck. But you will know the truth. It is not luck. It is alignment. You simply move to the timeline where these things were always going to happen. There is a version of you, right now, who is looking back at this moment with tears of gratitude. They are waiting for you to catch up. They are waiting for you to drop the heavy baggage of your past, to stop identifying as a victim, and to claim your birthright. The universe is not punishing you. It is simply responding to you. It has no judgment. It will give you poverty if you resonate with poverty. It will give you a kingdom if you resonate with a kingdom. The choice has always been yours. The doors are all open. The frequencies are all broadcasting. So, tonight, do not go to sleep as the person you were today. Tonight, lay in the dark, close your eyes, and find that other station. The music is beautiful there. The air is lighter there. You are already enough there. Shift your frequency. Change your station. And watch how the world rearranges itself around you to match your new song. You are not a drop in the ocean. You're the entire ocean in a drop. Wake up. If this transmission resonated with you, it is because your higher self led you here. You are ready for the shift. We are building a sanctuary for the conscious few who are ready to exit the matrix of mediocrity. Join the family. Subscribe to Deep Consciousness. Seal your intention in the comments below. Write, I am shifting. See you in the new reality.